For Woody, and that camera angle's horrible. Let's fix that. They get me more centered. There we go. I don't have my... Ooh. And we're drifting. There we go. I don't have my iconic sunglasses on today because they are in my bag, buried under things, and hopefully I don't need them. I'm only heading home it's about 14:25 Central Standard Time, the only time that matters. And this is my 25th drive home. Yay! All right, so we've got that out of the way. I don't know, do you celebrate the 25th, like the quad centennial? I don't know how that, no, quad centennial, I guess it would be 400. We'll celebrate 400 for sure. We'll celebrate 50, and then we'll celebrate 100. How about that? Let's make a deal, chat. When I get to 50 episodes and 100 episodes, I will celebrate. But anyway, this is the 25th episode, and just a quick look back. I've been doing this for, I don't know, a little bit over a month and a half maybe. And, wow, I am talking quick. I will slow down. I am in go mode right now. Just got done helping with a science fair. Had to help people register for the science fair, set up for the science fair, judge the science fair, collect papers from people who judge the science fair. Then I had to help in a physics demonstration with Dr. Tony Hall from UALR, from the physics department, physics and astronomy, and that was fun. That was a good time. He did demonstrations of electrical flow through magnetism. He did all kinds of cool stuff, but that was really awesome. And so then I got to the end of my time for the day and had to leave. So now I'm on my way home, and don't forget tonight, Friday Night Smite with 0 and 09, Mesophesto, and there might be Malicious with us and some guy that he recruited. Now the funny thing is, he was like, can we grab this guy and put him in the guild? And we're like, sure. Then we asked, is he any good? And he said, well, and he took a look at him. Upon first glance, he should be better than any of us. 109 masteries, a couple diamonds. So yeah, he should be much better than us. So hopefully he'll be joining us tonight, and hopefully he doesn't play my position. I might have to learn a new position. But I've also discovered something, chat. If I play the right character, I don't mind playing the Guardian position. Now, I used to hate playing the Guardian position, but I would do it if I needed to. But I have discovered that I am actually a decent Guardian. And especially if I can play Ares. If I can play Ares, play an amazing Guardian. Now, I haven't tried too many Guardians, so it's possible that I'm not a good Guardian, but I'm a good Ares. So we will have to explore those options tonight. Now, Mesophesto has tried jungling, and he was somewhat successful. The issue is that he did not do so on a jungler. That was the issue. He actually did it on, I believe, Guan Yu. Now, I have had some success jungling as an ADC. Now, there's nothing really wrong with that. It's just not normal. It's not a normal comp. And the thing is, if you can keep your ADC, if you can jungle with an ADC, and you can keep both your hunter can jungle and keep up, and your ADC, that is your actual ADC, can keep up, you're gonna have a powerhouse at the end. We're talking insane. So that's kind of what I'm wondering. If I have to end up jungling, can I keep up as an ADC? There we go. Let's see if that helps. And if so, we might have ourselves an interesting comp. Guardian, Warrior, Mage, 2 ADC. Now, the issue with that is an ADC, a hunter, let's just call them hunters for the sake, because it's not really an ADC if he's jungling. A hunter has high sustained DPS. That's damage per second. He's got high sustained DPS, whereas an assassin has high burst DPS. An assassin is usually what you jungle with. Now, an assassin is going to be able to pop in, kill, pop out, where a hunter can pop in, kill, pop out, but their kill won't actually be as quick as the assassin. If the assassin doesn't get the kill right away, he's got to leave. He's got to get out of there. The hunter can take a little bit longer to get the kill. So the assassin, his job is to get the kill fast and get out. The hunter, his job is just to get the kill. So if we don't have that assassin jungling for us, we might actually lose some of that burst damage on heroes. So that might be an issue. But we might find that it's not an issue. We might actually like that style of play where we don't have an... Because here's the thing, the assassin is squishy like a backliner, but he's got to go front line. He's got to try to get to the back line of the enemy. So often, if an assassin is not a really good assassin, I'm talking about the player now, they'll go to that back line, they'll get a kill, and then they'll die. A good assassin can get in and get out. But someone like us, if we don't have a good jungler, we'll get that kill, then we'll die. Now, the only real assassin that I can play right now, well, I got a couple. I've got a couple. So I may, even though I'm not a jungler, I may have to make that sacrifice. If this guy is good and can carry us on some things, we might just have to switch things around. And if I have to become the jungler, I'll become the jungler. Of course, as I've said before, my preferred class is ADC. I like to be that attack damage carry, the hunter. I like to throw Mesophesto with me as my guardian, give Zero the mid lane as the mage, and throw somebody else on the solo lane and give us a jungler. But if I have to, I will learn the jungling position. The jungling position, in my opinion, is the hardest position. And some people might disagree with me. Some people might say that it's not as hard as ADC or mid lane or whatever, and that might just be based on personal preference and personal talent. But for me, the jungling position is the hardest. So, yeah, that's, right now it's my least favorite position simply because it's my worst position. But like I said, if it comes down to it, I will become the jungler. I have no qualms about filling in because it's the group ahead of the individual. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the individual or the few or whatever. I don't know how the Vulcans say it. I think it's the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I think that sounds right. And that's how I look at our team. If the team needs it, I'll do it. And if we can get this fifth person along with Malicious to actually play with us and we get a solid team, that would be amazing. That would be excellent. That'd be great. Again, I would prefer to stay Hunter because I've got 5 or 6 Hunters I can play. You cannot ban me out of the Hunter spot. You can ban me out of my favorite Hunters, but you cannot ban me out of the Hunter spot because I can play so many Hunters. The issue is if I switch over to, say, Guardian, you can ban me out of the Hunter spot where I'll play somebody I'm not comfortable with. Mage, you can't really ban me out of the Mage spot. Warrior, I think I'm right on that edge. I think I'm right on the edge where it depends on how it goes. You could ban me out, but you'd have to focus on it. Now, Assassin, you can ban me out of the Assassin spot quickly based on what I can play and what I prefer to play. So, yeah. But don't forget to catch us tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I forget what we are. I want to say we're GMT -6. I want to say that's what we are because I believe the +1s are 7 hours ahead of me. So I believe we're GMT -6. But 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. that's don't forget to catch 0 and 09, Mesophesto, Sapper Woody, Malicious, and one other. Hopefully we'll all 5 be playing tonight, getting ourselves some Conquest matches. And Zero hates Conquest matches. He really does, but I think that's because he doesn't like... Alright, I've got a very bad connection. Alright, I went under an overpass and I've got a very bad connection again. Alright, it seems to have cleared up. Hopefully it's good. I'll restart my phone later, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But yeah, catch us live tonight as we play. And like I said, Zero hates Conquest matches, but I think it's because of how long it lasts. It is the slowest match type. And normally, a Conquest match lasts about 25 to 30 minutes. However, I have been in one that lasted 70, it was either 70 or 75 minutes. These matches can get insane. But typically, it lasts about 25 to 30 minutes because at that point, somebody snowballs. What the long matches are when someone gets the advantage and is not sure how to press it, and then they lose the advantage because at a certain point, everybody's going to be max level, everybody's going to be fully geared, everybody's going to have all the best potions, and you lose your advantage. So if you get that advantage, you have to press it. If you take too long, then it becomes an even playing field again. And if it becomes that even playing field, you really have to hope that you can just outplay the other team, and catch them in a team fight and kill them. So yeah, that's something, like I said, the ones that go long like that are when someone does not press the advantage that they get, then they end up losing the advantage, and then the game goes back to an even playing field, and then no one can really roll the other team, and it just keeps going back and forth. Or it can happen in other circumstances too, if you have a highly defensive team against an offensive team, and you basically come to a stalemate where the offensive team cannot push into the defensive team's base because they are playing so defensive. And that's kind of how Mesophesto, Zero, and I play. We play teams where we have to hold back and we have to wait on the other team to make a mistake. Now, we have gotten more aggressive lately, and the games where we get more aggressive, we typically have a higher win rate. Because what happens if what happens is if we play defensive and the other team doesn't make a mistake, then we end up getting pushed. But if we can try to pressure them into making a mistake, it's so much better for us. And so we're kind of breaking out of that purely defensive mode. Now we can play some defense. Also, we're trying some different matchups. We used to go with a straight Aphrodite, Chiron, and Hades. But we're finding that more and more people are, when they see that Hades, they are buying the items to get away from him. So we're trying some other things. You know, we're still sticking with the Aphrodite and Chiron core when we can. But I've been switching out for a Musen Cup sometimes throwing Cupid in there. I can go Apollo, Rom if I need to. There's a lot of different hunters that I can play, so pretty much I can play any hunter. What we've even tried doing actually is throwing me on Kukulkan or Ra. Now, Ra is good because he helps our sustain. He's got some heals. His ultimate is very similar to Kukulkan's, but Kukulkan has that crazy, devastating whirlwind. All right? That whirlwind can be pumped up to where it can just devastate enemy teams. And when you get his cooldown reduction all the way down, his whirlwind can be placed as soon as it is up. You place it out, as soon as it's faded, you can place it out again, and you can just pop whirlwinds left and right. And his ultimate can... Whoops. Sorry about that, chat. There we go. Somebody stopped right in front of me, and I had to stop. So safety before streaming. So glad I had my eyes on the road, and that's why I am careful. And but yeah, so his ultimate can actually be geared to the point where it can one-shot assassins and hunters, and it becomes deadly. And then the cooldown on it brings it down to, like, I want to say 35 seconds. That's insane. So we're either putting me on Ra or Kukulkan, and then Zero is taking a hunter, which is typically Neath. And then we'll throw Mesophesto on a Guardian. He's doing pretty good on the elephant. What is the elephant? The name of the elephant? I can't remember the name of the elephant. Sorry about that, chat. But he'll be on him, or he'll be on the tree, and we'll really, because if we throw the tree can throw out heals, and it can throw out mana buffs and mana regeneration. So then we throw him with Rom, and it'll make up for our lack of Aphrodite. And so that works out nicely. So that allows us to bring that Neath, and we don't have to have the Aphrodite. And I can't see if that looks good or not. Hopefully we'll see what's going on. Okay. But then if we need to, I can also pop onto Cupid while Zero hops on Hell, I believe, is the one he likes. I think that's it. Now, there is, no, not Hell. There's another one, and I forget who it is. Hell is a healer / damage dealer. So I can't remember what the other one he plays is, but Nox, that's it, Nox. So if I go on Cupid, he goes on Nox, but then we've got some heals. Of course, Chiron has some sustainability as well, because anytime he uses an ability, he throws out a small heal. It's not a very large heal, but if we have Zero on somebody who's not a healer, and I play Chiron, and then Mesophesto plays the tree that can throw out some heals, we keep our sustain up. Those will not be able to single target heal as much as Aphrodite, but the sustain overall is actually slightly better. Now, if we throw Chiron with that tree guy and Aphrodite, we've got heals for days, because we can throw out some mana. The tree can throw out heals. Every time I'm using an ability, I'm throwing out heals. Of course, Aphrodite focuses on the heals, and I realized I'm talking very fast again. I'm sorry for my southern viewers or my non-native English speakers. The fact that I am talking so fast, I'm trying to slow myself down a little bit, but I'm getting a little bit excited about what I'm actually saying, so you know what, who cares? If I talk too fast, that's good for you guys, so you guys can learn to listen quick. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk. But anyway, so we go ahead and get on that, and we can throw out some heals from Aphrodite, which you can throw out those single target heals. She can actually throw out some dots, that whatever needs to be, and then my Chiron can actually throw out his heals, and that will allow him to keep some sustain. But like I said, if we want to switch it up, we can. So we've got all these different options, and we can keep those options going. And the more options that we get, we can actually kind of throw in some new things, and we can get those teams balanced, separated, whatever we want to do. And we can actually go and, we'll making it so we can't get banned out on the 3s. But now if we're going to have to switch to 4s or 5s, then we've got some more things we've got to do. So, because we probably won't run an Aphrodite unless she goes in and takes the Guardian spot, which will give us 2 mages rather than a Guardian and a mage, which isn't too bad as long as she can sustain. But that means we don't have a frontliner. So there's a lot of different things that we can actually do, and when it comes down to it, we will have to just try it out. So we've got this new guy. Don't forget to catch us again tonight at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Again, I believe that's -6 GMT with myself, Mesophesto, and at 0 and 09, along with hopefully Malicious and this new guy. And if you've liked what you've seen here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm Sapper Woody, and it's been fun.